In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my ultimate list of freebies that I personally use in my graphic design workflow and also my YouTube video creation workflow too. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor, the easiest way to create, edit, convert, and annotate forms or documents, PDFelement by Wondershare. You can upload your PDFs by using the markup option, and then you have access to the highlight tool and also the ability to underline parts of your PDFs. Not only that, but you can also add sticky notes as a kind of message to yourself or maybe somebody else who will view your document. Another great function for contracts is the sign option, which is very easy to use indeed, and you can just drop your signatures in like so. One awesome operation you can do with PDFelement is to open up a document that is scanned or flat, and then you can actually convert that into editable text. And this can be done in a variety of different languages. And again, it's just really easy and quick to do. So now my flat document is actually editable text, and I can make use of the other tools to customize that text. Now sometimes you might be working with forms. Well, PDFelement allows you to add such things as checkboxes or even drop-down clickable buttons. And once you've gone ahead and added those to your form or your document, you then just click the Preview tab to see how things are going to look on the finished solution. PDFelement is an affordable PDF solution that offers you the easiest way to get control of your PDF documents on every single device. Now check the link below to master your PDFs today. So I'm going to run through the resources that I use online for free in my graphic design workflow each and every day and each and every week. And they're in no particular order. So firstly, we have Unsplash, which is, in my opinion, the best high quality place to get stock images and stock photos. The quality is really amazing considering all of the downloads are free to use. I use these pictures a lot for video creation, but also things to do with my Photoshop workflow. And like I said, it is probably the highest quality place for images that you can get for free. And then we're going to move from Unsplash to Unblast, which is the place that I personally go to get mockups these days. There's a huge range of ever-expanding mockups on Unblast, as well as other things like fonts and stuff like that and templates. But I do specifically go to Unblast just for their mockups alone. And I use mockups a lot for presenting logo designs to clients, but also I do use them sometimes in my video creations right here on YouTube. And like I said, there are some fonts on Unblast, but the majority of my fonts are not sourced from Unblast. There are 3 different websites I find myself returning to each and every time to grab myself free fonts. And those are DaFont, Font Squirrel, and then also Google Fonts. Obviously, Google Fonts have all of the fonts that you can use for commercial use online. But when it comes to DaFont and also Font Squirrel, I like to use these settings where I'm only going to be filtering out those fonts that are completely free for commercial use. I don't want to have any legal or licensing issues later down the road, so these are really good websites to get some awesome and useful free fonts for commercial use. Now when it comes to vectors, Freepic is a really awesome place to grab some outstanding and some useful vectors, but also PSDs as well. Again, I filter everything out that's free, so you don't have to sign up for a premium account. And with Freepic, you have a limited amount that you can download for free. However, you can always sign into Google or different Google accounts to extend how many times you can download free content in one day. But yeah, Freepic is really awesome for those who want some decent quality vectors. But now when it comes to recording my screen for, say, Illustrator tutorials, I use something called QuickTime, which comes free with my Mac. And that produces a really high quality and crisp screen recording experience. Now many people do ask me, what do I use to record my screen? And that is it, I use QuickTime. So if you're ever thinking about making videos or anything of that nature, QuickTime probably is one of the best ways to go, and for me it was free on my Mac. Another freebie that I use in my workflow is Invoice Home. This just makes invoicing clients very, very easy and fast, and it is free up until a certain point. I think that is $1,000 per month or something like that. But when you've actually invoiced more than $1,000, you will need to sign up, and it's only about €5 per month anyway. Or you could just make different accounts and keep using different accounts to ensure you have a free experience with these websites. Now, what do I personally edit my videos on? Well, I use something called DaVinci Resolve, which is again free. You can do things such as video editing, motion graphics, and also audio editing as well. For something that's free, this is a hugely powerful program, and I use it on every single video I make. There are other times I hire someone to design complex motion graphics, and they often work in After Effects. But yeah, DaVinci Resolve is completely free. And speaking of footage, or stock footage for that matter, I often find myself going to somewhere called Mixkit, which when they first came onto the scene, everything was free and their videos are very, very high quality. But these days they have some of the videos for free and some of them are a premium account linked to Envato elements. But the other place I use for stock footage is Pexels Video. This is another great place to get 100% free, royalty-free stock footage for your next project. And I find I use it quite often. And if you guys want some really cool and free illustrations, I suggest going to Undraw. They have quite a wide expanse of illustrations there for you to grab completely for free, and you can just use a search bar to find what you're looking for. So there was a very quick rundown of the things that I use in my workflow that are completely free. And as you can tell, I've covered pretty much every base of graphic design, apart from things like Adobe Illustrator, which I personally prefer using over things that are free. But you can check all of these websites and resources linked down in the description box below. And if you want to learn something else about graphic design, do click a video on screen. But until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.